All right, good afternoon, YouTubers. It's Joey here, Daily Vinyl, The Spin. Got a different background this week, and maybe you know where I'm at. Can you see this? Fremont. Yes? I am in Las Vegas, Nevada, staying in the downtown Fremont district at the wonderful D Hotel. And I thought, why not do something special? A little treat, some Vegas music trivia for you. So if you've been tuning in each week, you know we do 5 questions, we do a bonus, and the Daily Vinyl Stumper. So I hope you've got your pens, your papers, and your pause fingers ready, because you know what? Let's celebrate some joy about Vegas. Let's be Vegas strong together, and let's have a little fun this Thursday afternoon. So question number 1. Here we go. The Rat Pack. They've had many honorary members, but they were a very specific group of 5 performers. And we all know Dino, we know the Commissioner Frank Sinatra, and we know Sammy Davis Jr. But who were the other 2 principal players in Las Vegas's name, fame, Rat Pack? All right, question number 2. The Hard Rock Hotel, still here in Vegas, has a very large music venue called The Joint. Well, prior to its shutting down, it was called the Old Joint, and they remodeled it and all these things, and now it's like twice the size. But the Old Joint, it closed down in February of 2009. Who was the band that played the last night in the Old Joint at Hard Rock Hotel here in Las Vegas? All right, number 3. We've got a historic track called Sin City by none other than AC/DC. Bon Scott, original vocalist, 1978. What album did that song come off of? Little hint, it's kind of confused to pronounce by many. So we'll leave it at that. Okay, number 4. Now we're going to talk about Dream Pop. Current modern music loves Dream Pop, but it's not a new thing. It's been around for a while. 1990s Dream Pop outfit releases a huge and wildly successful album called Heaven or Las Vegas. What is the name of that artist? All right, here we go. One more. You're number 5. Let's go into some classic rock. We're going to talk about the wonderfully talented Elton John, monumental career. He is 70 years old, and he's still got a residency here at Caesar's Palace in the Coliseum. If you've never seen Elton John before, I highly suggest you do. He is phenomenal. Anyhow, Elton John is not actually named Elton John. While Sir Elton Hercules John is his, I guess, changed name, what is his born name? What was his original name? Okay, so in true Last Call trivia fashion, we're going to have a bonus question. If you go to Last Call shows and you do the bonus questions, you know that these are numerical answers. Your goal is to get as close to the number as possible, and I'm going to hit you with it right now. So, you didn't think we'd get out of Vegas without talking about the King. My favorite. I love Elvis. I have a huge soft spot for Elvis. Had Elvis posters as a young man, and I don't know, I collect a lot of Elvis vinyl, and it's just, you can't talk about Sin City and not talk about the King. So, the bonus. The King played a consecutive number of sold-out shows, the most to any sort of event in any capacity, more than music, more than sports, or anything. But he had the most number of sold-out shows in a consecutive order. This took place from 1969 all the way through 76, I believe only stopping because of his, sudden demise. That being said, how many consecutive sold-out shows did Elvis Presley play here in Las Vegas at the Hilton, of all places? All right. Now, if you've been tuning in the last couple of weeks, you know I like to throw out the Daily Vinyl Stumper. That's one that I think is a little bit more difficult than most people would be able to answer. But if you can answer it, good for you. You'll get the full 7 this week. So, Radiohead. Huge indie band, probably one of the few of the last decade or so that actually warrants being added to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, if you ask me. They are not going anywhere anytime soon, but they have been around for a hot minute. They played their very first show in Las Vegas in 1993. A very young group of young men, you know, coming from London, coming from over the Europe side, bringing their alternative things here, but embracing, at the time, this sort of counterculture grunge movement in their own way. They opened for a very large 80s band. Who did they play with that night? In 1993, when Radiohead played their first show ever in Las Vegas, who were they opening for? Okay, so that's your 5, that's your bonus, that's your stumper. I hope you're still with me, because we're going to do some answers. Okay, so we talked about the Rat Pack. I said we all know that it's got Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr. Well, who are your other 2 key players? Well, here they are. Peter Lawford and Joey Bishop. Being a Joey myself, I appreciate that name. Yes. All right, so there's your Rat Pack. Number 2, we talked about Hard Rock Hotels. The Joint used to be The Old Joint. It was a smaller venue. It was closed down. Who was the last band to play there before that closing to remodel? Motley Crue. Yes. Motley Crue, who is now defunct themselves. Bummer. All right, number 3, we asked about Sin City, the song from AC/DC, released in 1978. What album did that come off of? Well, it's Power Edge. Sounds like Power and Edge, not Powerage, Powerage, or Power Rage. It's Powerage, okay? So if you like AC/DC, you know 1978, you know the track Sin City, Powerage. There you go. Okay, number 4. Changed it up a little bit, talk about some dream pop. Who released the album in 1990 called Heaven or Las Vegas? The Cocteau Twins. Yes, the Cocteau Twins are who we're talking about. Cocteau Twins, you know, sort of underground indie pop music, bringing dream pop to the, I guess, the main space, and now inspiring a lot of modern music. Everything from like School of Seven Bells to, I'd even say My Bloody Valentine in some aspects, but a lot of influence there. Here is your bonus. Nope. Excuse me. We've got one more. We've got number 5. We talked about Sir Elton John here in Caesar's Palace. What is his given name? If you know this one, I'm very proud of you. His given name is Reginald Kenneth Dwight. Reginald Kenneth Dwight. That is Elton John's original given name. Okay, so we did a bonus. We talked about the King. How many sold-out shows did the King play here in Vegas? Well, if you said 837, well, pretty mama, you'd be right. So, we're almost done. We're going to do the Daily Vinyl Stumper. Viva Las Vegas for me, so I can go back to getting some drinks, hanging out on the Strip, having a good time. But you got to know the answer first. So Radiohead came here, 1993, played their first time in the City of Sin. Who did they open for that evening? Well, I'm head over heels for Tears for Fears. That's who played. That's who they were with. I think that's a great lineup. I would love to see a head over heels cover by Radiohead. I think that would be very cool. Nice little tribute. Tears for Fears covering Creep, probably one of the bigger, more popular known Radiohead songs, a couple of weeks back at a festival date they attended. So what a nod to the musical stardom of Radiohead that the opening band has now been covered by the headliner several years later. Anyhow, I'm Joey. This is The Spin, every Thursday, hitting you with some questions, talking music in different ways. It's brought to you by Last Call Trivia. If you are on the Last Call Trivia channel right now, please subscribe, like the video, let me know how many questions you got right below. If you're on the Daily Vinyl channel, follow me over to Last Call Trivia, because soon these videos will be exclusive to their channel, and it'll be the only place you can do your Thursday music dose with me, Joey Partee. Until next week, take care.